Hello, my name is Dylan, but you can call me Buttercup. Welcome to Buttercup Yarn Art. It is the first weekend in December when this goes up. Happy December. When this goes up, I will likely have just gotten home from PAX Unplugged in Philly, which I am very excited about. I really enjoy PAX Unplugged as a convention. It has a lot more for me than New York Comic Con, which I went to a few times. But being focused on tabletop role-playing games, it is a lot more my speed. And speaking of games, today I am going through the Welcome to Night Vale Hayworth tarot deck. I got this specifically to play a game with, because I backed on Kickstarter the, I think it was Kariko. I'm not sure what the subtitle is, but it's a game based on, inspired by Studio Ghibli in general, and specifically Kiki's Delivery Service, which is my favorite Studio Ghibli movie. And it requires a tarot deck to play, and I did not have a tarot deck, so I was looking for one that would fit the vibe of the game. And I had bookmarked the Kawaii tarot deck because it's cute, like the game, and I thought it might work. I didn't really vibe with it, so I just bookmarked it in case I couldn't find anything else that I liked, and went about my way. And this deck, right now I'm just separating out the major arcana and the different suits. I'm planning, hopefully, for the next couple of videos after this one to be featuring this deck. I want to basically play solitaire with it, and do some scratching and tapping on the deck bag and the deck itself, and kind of do some card sounds, which I enjoy. But I got this particular deck because I was looking at the Night Vale merch store for unrelated reasons, and I saw that they had the 2 tarot decks available, and I decided to just take a look at the art. The other deck, I forget the name of the artist, but the other deck, I like the art style better, but I didn't really vibe with the art itself, if that makes sense. I don't know, the subjects of the art, the actual pieces, just didn't quite do it for me. But this one, it spoke to me, and I hear that's important in a tarot deck, is vibing with your deck. So I picked this one. See if I can get the whole major arcana here. Oh, and I don't know if you can quite tell, I had to cut off all my nails, which is going to make the scratching part difficult. I ordered something that should help. Hopefully that will come in relatively soon. But yeah, this nail caught on a loose thread on my leggings, and that thread sliced through the nail, like not into the nail bed. The nail bed is fine, but it sliced through the actual growth of the nail. And I can't stand having uneven nails, so I had to cut all my nails off so that they would be even. And I'm sad about that, but I ordered some claw rings to hopefully, still be able to do scratching when I have to cut my nails off. So hopefully those come in relatively quickly, and I can do the videos that I planned with this lovely tarot deck. So I actually want to show you my favorite card in the Major Arcana. You might have caught it before, you might have noticed. It is Death. There's just nothing. I think that's very appropriate. I really like it. I think it's clever. I also like the Fool. Just, I vibe with that little dude. Little person. It's neat. Anyway, I was looking up how to play solitaire with a tarot deck. Like, do you have to do anything special? And, you have to remove the Major Arcana, and you're supposed to remove one of the face cards from each suit, because there's the Page and the Knight in addition to the King and Queen, whereas a 52 card deck has the Jack and King and Queen. So regular 52 card deck has 3 face cards, whereas tarot decks have 4. I'm gonna go through the swords because I vibe with this ace. So you've got the ace, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pretty standard. And then you have, for face cards, the Page, the Knight, looking a little grody there, the Queen, and the King. So a 52 card deck has 13 card suits, whereas tarot decks have 14 card suits. And I guess solitaire works a bit differently if your decks, if your suits have different numbers of cards, supposedly, but I'm only going to take out the Major Arcana because 5 suit solitaire does not really work. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. But 5 deck solitaire, 5 suit solitaire does not really work. So I'll take out the Major Arcana. They can kind of keep me company while I try to play solitaire. And I collect regular decks of playing cards, but this is my first tarot deck. Oh, what order were the suits in when I took them out? Oh no. I don't think it matters all that much. It matters to me. Oh well, I think it'll be okay. So, I'm going to PAX Unplugged the day this video goes up. I have a couple of things that I want to get while I'm there, specifically a couple booths, 3 booths specifically that I want to visit while I'm there, and a few panels that I want to visit. Last year when I went, I misread the schedule the first time I went through it, and I got really excited because one of the panels I saw for what I thought was the day I was there was called ADHD&D. And I don't know if I've mentioned this here before. I feel like I have, but I have ADHD and I love D&D. And so that is just right up all of my alleys. And then I realized I was looking at the wrong day's schedule because I only go to one day of conventions most of the time. I don't do Thursdays or Fridays because I'm usually working. I don't do Sundays because that's when I do laundry. So I usually do Saturdays. I like the 6 of Wands with the horse with too many legs. Anyway, I usually do Saturdays because it's the easiest day for me to go. And so I went on Saturday last year, and I was accidentally looking at the schedule for Friday when I saw the ADHD&D panel. And I was so disappointed that I couldn't go to the panel. And so I went, I made triple sure that I was looking at the correct days for the schedule this year, the correct Saturday. And what do you know? They're doing that panel again this year on Saturday, the day that I'm going, which I'm really, really excited about. I'm really looking forward to getting to go to that panel. So I have a couple of other panels that I'm interested in. I might skip them. I might or might not go to those panels depending on how quickly I can do my expo hall stuff. The cup suit is really interesting in this deck. But panels, take them or leave them. Except for the ADHD&D, I am going to that panel. No one can stop me. I need to book parking. Sorry. Anyway, I'm going to see that panel for sure. The ADHD&D. Yeah, I'll do it in this order. And I have a couple others that I added to my schedule in the app. But those, I might change my mind on the day, depending on other things. Oh, no. This one was in the back, I know that. There's little... You're not going to be able to see this, I don't think, but there's a little, ding in this corner on this card, and this is the King of Pentacles. And I know that ding was in the back of the deck, so I know Pentacles was in the back. And I know Major Arcana were in front. Okay. I was showing my mom this deck, and she was like, wait, why aren't there coins? Where's the coins suit? And so I looked it up, and there are alternate names for some of the suits. So coins, discs, pentacles are the same suit. I forget what the other alternates were, but some of them have alternates. Maybe I'll do... My brain is bouncing around a lot today. I'm having a really hard time focusing. But that was what I was starting to say. Maybe what I'll do after I get back from PAX Unplugged, maybe my next video after this, I'll do like tapping on whatever goodies I get at PAX Unplugged. Hopefully I can get the things that I really want. We'll see. But maybe that'll be the next video after this if I can't get my little claw rings in on time. But I would like to do a video playing solitaire with this deck. I don't think I'll ever do actual tarot readings. Maybe, probably not. It's not really something I'm interested in. I legitimately, specifically got this deck to play a game. But I made sure that I vibed with it and all of that. But I did not get it for tarot purposes. Let me know in the comments if you would like me to try my hand at tarot reading for this channel and not for anything serious. Full disclaimer, I will not ever claim to be reading the future or your past, or anyone's past, for that matter, with these cards. It would just be for fun. Always for fun. Which is what I got these for in the first place. Only fun. Maybe I should talk a little bit about knitting. Maybe? I mean, this is Buttercup's Why can't I ever say fascinations right the first time? This is Buttercup's Fascinations now, rather than Buttercup Yarn Art, but I did introduce the talking as Buttercup Yarn Art. Maybe I should change that intro. I'm not re-recording this video though, so because I said Buttercup Yarn Art, I'll talk a little bit about yarn here at the end. So, since my last talking video, I finished my Twist and Turns shawl from Stephen West. I put up a picture on my Instagram. You can go check that out. I don't think I'm going to do a video of just exploring that. It's nice. I wish there were more cables. And I wish it had been split up a bit differently. It could have comfortably been a 6-clue mystery knit along, and it was only 4. I think it really would have benefited from a bit more spacing out in some of it. But I really like the colors I chose. I really like the finished result. And if my only gripe is I wish there were more cables, I think it's doing pretty well. Cables are my favorite thing to knit anyway, so I always want everything to have more cables. I also crocheted a gift. My cousin's baby shower is in January, and I crocheted a gift. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm not quite sure if she watches these videos. She does follow me on certain social media, so I don't want to ruin the surprise, but I did crochet a gift for that. And starting hopefully the day after I record this, I am doing a test knit. I'll be using this yarn. It's for a cardigan. It's faux cabled, and it's a really cute, easy stitch pattern. I think I'm going to enjoy it. I think I'm going to like the finished product. And I'm really looking forward to it. I wish it had started a week ago so that I could have been working on it on the holiday weekend. I actually did a gauge swatch for this because it's a test knit, and I'm actually going to be blocking it because it's a test knit. My original gauge swatch I did with the recommended needle size with my Knitter's Pride Mindful collection metal needles, and my row gauge was a bit off, and I had to block kind of aggressively to get the stitch gauge, so I switched to my wooden fixed circulars and swatched again. I actually went a size up in those, and the row gauge was nearly perfect, and I had to block way less aggressively to get the stitch gauge. So I'm sticking with the wooden needles a size up, and I got so frustrated with my needle case, not the needle case itself, but like my needle storage and the needles themselves while getting out the needle to swatch with, that I actually went and ordered the same tips in interchangeable that I plan to use with my Mindful collection cables. They're all Knitter's Pride, so it'll all work together. But I have the Dreams with a Z, or Z if you're not American, 40-inch fixed circulars, and the cables in storage. I don't know if you can see, but they've kind of kept the shape that they were stored in, and I'm really annoyed by it. So I ordered needle tips in every size I could get my hands on, and a case to put them in so they're not just rolling around all over the place. I could use this for scratching. Doesn't really make much of a sound though. Hopefully those claw rings will come in quickly and I can stop thinking about it. But I think that's everything. I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm not remembering what I think I was forgetting, so it's fine. I've been playing Pokemon Scarlet. Not Pokemon Scarlet. I've been playing Pokemon Violet a lot. I could talk your ear off for an hour about some of the issues with bugs and stuff, and that I have with the game itself. I'm not gonna do that, partly because my camera's recording limit is under half an hour with the settings that I need to get it to spit out a single file, and partly because I don't think anyone here would find that interesting. If you would find that interesting, let me know, and I'll see if I can figure out a way to make that work. But I've been having fun, but also my bar for having fun is extremely low, and I don't think that having fun is necessarily a bar for quality in a game. I will just say I want fewer, shorter games made over longer periods of time by people who are paid fairly and who do not have to crunch at all, and who are treated better by their employers. So for now, I'll keep it there. Let me know if you want the full rant, and I'll see if I can figure out a way to make that happen. I might have to learn video editing to do that, but we'll see. Let me know if that's something you want. I think truly that is it now. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you.